everybody who has subscribed to my channel and followed me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and Facebook. A Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. All the love I have, all the love I can give, I give to you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you for subscribing, and thanks for 10,000 views on YouTube. I couldn't have gotten there without you guys. So, once again, thank you. Happy holidays, and I see you guys in the new year. But keep watching out for my, videos. If you still haven't subscribed to my channel, waiting with the wait for. Subscribe away. Bye, guys.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Miss Iffay, Ifedayo, and yeah, this is the face beat that I did in the video. I don't know if I put it up here. I think I'm gonna put it up next week. I did a story time, and I beat my face while doing the story time because I was preparing to shoot this video. Yeah, I'm hungry, like very hungry, like to get the angles right for this video was quite a struggle. So I need to reform myself because I'm about to answer questions. So I'm trying to make this more than 15 minutes long because I have about 10 questions-ish, and I'm just gonna go through. Come in. I can put my phone on silent for this one because I don't want this video being interrupted. Okay guys, so the first question, it's like my camera is a little bit tilted, right? See, I got into so much trouble to get the angles right. I'm just gonna leave it. Okay, the first question is on about the Gemp program and the exams and the interview process and blah blah blah. So I'm coming. Okay. Alright, the first question is the exam score added to the interview score for the final list, or the final list is based solely on the interview? So basically, before you get on the interview list, you have to do well in the exam. So the exam score gets you on the interview list, and if they realize they have more than normal necessary people that are going to enter, I think the exam scores then becomes a factor on who to pick for the interview. So my advice for this person is to make sure you pass the exams really well. Like basically make sure you score the exam, make sure you pass the exams really well. Okay, now the next question says I want to know how much the hostels are. So the Kish hostel is running up to about 7,000 Ghana cedis a year, if not more. If you want to stay in the Kolebo International Student Hostel, it's about 7,000 plus Ghana cedis. You get to share a room, you share bathrooms, you share the kitchen as well. Well, if you want to stay off campus, you can get places from about 300 Ghana cedis a month to about whatever your price range is, and you're thinking of spending about 3,200 Ghana cedis at least minimum a year. So it's based on the kind of accommodation you get and the kind of luxury you want. Yeah, how much the living cost is. So the living cost is based on how excessive of a spender you are. You see, some people can survive on about 600 cedis a month. Some people is about 1,000. So it's basically how much of luxury of a spender you are. But you should budget at least minimum at least 40-50 Ghana cedis for light. But if you're at the kitchen store, you don't have to pay for light, right? And all of that. And then there's water bill. But if you're the kitchen store, that's the Kolebo International Student Hostel, you won't have to pay for water as well. So it's really you have to do your math and look for which one is cheaper. I thought living off cash was cheaper because I got privacy, which my landlady is not affording me anymore anyways. I got privacy, I got my own room to myself, I got a big place where I can just go home and call home, not have to say the same faces I say in school around also. So that's why I chose to stay off campus anyways. And when I did a cost comparison, I felt staying off campus was a lot cheaper. Yeah. Then how the facility, how the facilities like, the laboratories, do people practice in the medical hospital? Yes. So the lab, when the first 1.5 years, you have some lab sessions, and I think they're quite cool. I'm hearing they're bumping up the histology lab, so yeah, it's cool. Do you practice in the medical hospital? Oh yeah, honey, you will. And I'm sorry to say you may even get tired of practicing in the medical hospital, but I mean, it's what you're going to do for life, so yeah, it's cool. Yeah, we do practice in the medical hospital. Actually, matter of fact, when I'm done with this video, I'm going to catch babies. Woohoo! Yeah, so I'm doing Oxangania right now, so I'm going to catch babies. Since the first 3 semesters is a non-residential basis, where do you stay? Like I said earlier on, I stay off campus, and if it's an apartment, yes, I rented a flat with someone else. How much is it to rent it? Like I said, it's based on how much luxury you want. You see, you can get a flat from as low as 600 cedis. That's like a 3-bed or 2-bed flat, and then you split the cost with someone based on if you want to share bathroom, if you don't want to share bathroom. Based on all of those things, this determines the cost of the flat. Yeah. And when coming for the course, how much should you budget for expense? I'm thinking based on where you stay when you're coming for the course, you have to budget for expense. If you're going to have to travel all the way every morning, then you have to put a bit of transport cost in it, because you don't really know the place. So for like the first 3-4 days before you learn the bus route, you have to like use taxis and all of that, or Uber, so you have to factor that in. Then if you're going to stay at the I would actually recommend you stay at the Kolebo International Students Hostel for the course, so that around that time you kind of get a feel. Then after the course, you can stay from some like 2 or 3 days after your interview to run around and know what's up and what's popping, where can you get a house. If you can sort that out in the next 3 days to 1 week after the interview and what's not. So she says that she not mind her questions, but she's confident in God she'll get through. Yeah, baby, I think you'll get through as well. Another one says, on the website, among the documents to be submitted to the academic office, they say they want a certificate of your SHS and degree. So SHS basically means your senior high school, basically your WAEC. Yeah, for Nigerians we call it WAEC, West African Examination Council. And your degree is what you did for first degree, right? So they wanted certificate, the certificate. So she asked what does SHS mean, and I've already said so. And how was the interview for you? I did a video on how the interview went for me earlier on, I think sometime last year or earlier on this year, and I'm gonna link it up here. Basically the interview was cool. It was a bit awkward because they were even asking me anything related to medicine, you see, but I did it anyways, and thank God. I think they were trying to get a proper sense of you, because they want a doctor to be well-rounded. For you to practice medicine well, wherever you find yourself, you have to be able to understand the community, the way the people think, so that you can be able to reason out and tease out the truth in their history and how they will respond or take your treatment and your counsel when you counsel them on treatment what's not. Yeah, let me go there. Another thing is, I'm in Lagos now and I'm coming to Accra to hand in her documents. Okay, so let me start from the beginning. I'm applying next year, and I was asked to send additional document, which is a transcript and recommendation letter, and I was told to bring it in person. I'm in Lagos now. Coming to Accra to hand it in will be difficult right now. Furthermore, my recommendations are coming from the United States, and I was hoping they could just email it, because that's the most practical thing to do. Actually, I agree with you. Do you have any advice on this? I'd really appreciate your help. I think I replied and I said, personally, in my time, I was in Lagos actually, and my recommendations and original transcript were coming from the UK, were coming from England, right? So all I did was email my school and have them email it straight to them, and DHL it straight to them here. So it wasn't like I tampered with it or whatnot. So it came straight to University of Ghana from Lancaster University. Then I DHL'd my own documents that they needed from me. I DHL'd it to them, and that was the most practical thing I could do. And I emailed the same documents as well, because there could be issues with package getting lost and all of that, but emails basically don't get lost. Well, most of the time, fingers crossed, if it doesn't end up in spam. So I did that. I gave them a call. I called them again to confirm that they've seen the email. I called them again when I tracked my parcel on DHL. and I called them again to ask them if they seen it, and then they said they seen it, and that's basically how I handed things over. I didn't have to travel all the way to Accra because the course right now is about 100,000 to come to Accra. Meanwhile, then it was about 32,000 round trip then when I applied. So it's really different, and I wasn't even ready to spend 32,000 in flight. I ended up spending about 14,000, about 20,000 DHL in it. Just like half the cost of actually flying in, lodging myself, finding the place. I mean, all of that cost I just spent on DHL rather. So yeah. Hi Miss Iffay, hope you're doing well. I'm very well, thank you. Do you get the Gemp past materials to practice with? In my time I didn't, but I've made some materials available on my Facebook page, which you'll find in the description box below. Follow my Facebook page. I pinned it onto the top of my page so you can't miss it. Check on my Google Drive. I think it's a Google Drive or Yahoo Drive. I don't even know, OneDrive. I think it's a Google Drive. Check on there. Put all the documents there. You just have to go log in and practice away basically. And someone asked me if the materials have changed. Honey, no, the materials haven't changed because the body isn't changing. It's basically molecular biology, physics, chemistry, anatomy, and the physiology hasn't changed. So it's basically the same material. Would the questions change? Maybe difficulty, but there's so many questions to ask about the body. There's so many questions to ask about physiology. Way too many questions to ask. So guys, just prepare and expect anything. I advise you also try online questions as well. USMLE questions. They're really good way to kind of because they're standardized tests, right? So it's a standard. These are standard things you should know. So if they ask for anything beyond that, they will cover that in the course. So you already have the basic, the standard everyone around the world that's about to enter what you're doing already knows, right? So you already have a standard knowledge, and then you keep going. You build on it for when you come to the course and all of that. Oh, I look tuned. Trust me, I haven't worked that in a while, but I'm gonna start soon. Okay, was wondering if you could tell me more about the process with regards to practicing for the entrance exam and interview. What sort of questions are relevant to the interview? I did a video on that as well, on what is relevant for the process, which I'll link up here again, and what questions are relevant to the interview. Like I told you, my questions were out of the box, and I wasn't even expecting this question. So I'm gonna say, just be ready to talk like a smart person, really. That's what I'm going to say. What sort of questions are relevant? I've said that. I'm a Ghanaian citizen but obtained my bachelor's degree from a foreign country. Will I have the option to apply as a foreign graduate? Yeah, honey. They want the money. They want the money. So if you want to apply as a foreign graduate, it's really up to you. They want the money. They will happily take you. They will happily take you. Another one says, I'm a guys, chill, baby. I'm a prospective medical student, and I found your page on YouTube. Thank you, people. And it's been very helpful. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. You have no idea how happy I am to hear that. Thank you. I intend to take the Gemp exam next year. That's 2019. And I would like to thank you for the material for the access course. Oh, thank you, honey. You are such a sweetheart. I wish I could actually say your name to give you a shout out, but thank you so much, honey. But I was wondering if that was all the material they gave you for the access course, or there is more than what you put up. Is what you have, okay, more than what you put up? Have you been able to get your hands on any more at the moment? So like I said earlier, the body doesn't change, the material is the same. They may just create new slides to make it like look fresh and write a new date and neighbor. I tried to see if I could get, what I'll do is I'll get the slides from the current class, because it's basically what you do again in your first semester, what you cover in the access course. So I'll get the slides from the current first years who will be going to second year of Gemp when you're coming in, and see if there's any difference, and I'll upload it. That's what I can do for you guys. I hope that's fair enough. Yeah. I also want to ask for a big favor. Go ahead, baby. You already sugar talk to me, okay? I was wondering if it would be possible to have past Gemp exam questions which I could use alongside the lecture slides, as they would be very helpful. Thank you very much, and I look forward to your correspondence. Very official. I love that. None of past questions for Gemp. Like I said, it's good to practice with the USMLE material, the standardized tests, and it's good to be at par with your colleagues in the US. At least that's what everybody like kind of reckons with and all of that. So practice with USMLE materials, molecular biology USMLE, physiology of USMLE. Practice with those ones. These are way better options than practicing with proper Gemp exam questions, and these questions don't come out. Practice with USMLE, you get understanding, you get a very good grip on the subject, and when you come for the access course, you get even more rounded. You know what they'll be asking you for, then you read around that as well. You see? Alright, the physiology folder has only one slide and anatomy has 4. I was wondering if the slides for each section folder covers all the material for the examination, or the material you posted is only what you had at your disposal. So we had just one physiology class, I think it was 2, but it was one whole slide that was shared in between those 2 classes. But anatomy is more kind of like more of what you do in the first semester. So we had 4 lectures on anatomy. That's why you have 4 slides. Physiology I think was 1 or 2, but it was 1 slide that was given, because you wouldn't do physiology till the next semester. So it made more sense for us to do more anatomy, you see. So that's why anatomy was more. So we had more contact hours for anatomy than we had for physiology. That's why we have more slides for anatomy. And you realize we have more contact hours for we have more slides for molecular biology. Oh, Jesus Christ, child! Molecular biology. That's because we had more contact hours for molecular biology as well. I hope that helps. Yep. I'd like to know if the fees for Gemp is to be paid every year, or the fees for the first 3 semesters is 19,190 and the last 5 semesters is 19,190, or it's supposed to be paid every year. I'm a Ghanaian though, and I like your vlog. Oh, thank you, honey. Okay, so Gemp, we pay fees every year, unfortunately, not per semester. So once you pay for first year, and I think you have a good grip on what it costs, but I think you should contact the school for an estimate of what it costs, or just look on the school website. Once you pay every year, that's about it. So you pay 4 times basically, and you notice that in your 3rd semester you merge with the traditional students. That's those that did medicine from first year of medical school. You merge with them, and then you start your clinicals. And in that process, you won't need to pay fees again, because that covers that whole 2nd year of Gemp. You see, so I'm my 3rd year of Gemp, and I've paid fees 3 times now, not 4 times or what's no. So you get to pay fees 4 times basically. Okay, yeah. The next one says, I'm coming. Does your institution accept transfer students? I'm completing my basic sciences in Gambia, and I'll write USMLE Step 1 exam by April next year, and immediately after, I'd love to transfer to do my clinical clerkship in Ghana. I have a BSc from University of Liberia, and I would say I don't know if they accept transfer students. I don't want to shed light on what I don't know. So I'll actually advise you to contact the school, email them, and call them or something, and let them know if they really accept international students. But I know they do have a joint program with University of Gulf in Dubai, and they do their basic sciences in Dubai and come here for their clinicals. That's all I know about the transfer thing, and it's a joint program, so I really don't know. Another one says, I'm actually interested in Gemp program. I have a BS in human physiology, and I'm currently rounding up my MS in human physiology. Ooh, fancy you! Woo! Okay, please, I really need to know what exactly the fees are like and timeline for 2019 admission. Like I said, fees are reviewed every year, so I can't tell you what the fee is like exactly, and depends on your status, whether you're a home student or you're an international student. And timeline for admission, I think you have to have all your documents in by the 1st week of January, so you may want to rush on that. Yeah. Okay, another first question is, okay, I'm sorry to bother you, but why did you choose Ghana over Europe? I mean, places like Ukraine, Poland. I learned once one could get into year 3, year 2 if you're already a graduate. Okay, so I'm going to make this real quick, and I think I might even have to do a video on it later on. I have never had difficulty getting into medical school, and I didn't go to Ukraine or Poland because I wanted, how do I say this without stepping on toes? I really wanted experience in African medicine. You see, I did my first degree in England, and I really thought that I didn't have a feel of the real diseases affecting our Africans, affecting Africa, right? Because most of the area, I wanted to know more about malaria, I wanted to know more about cholera, I wanted to know more about tetanus. You see, I wanted to know more like complications of HIV, complications of diabetes. These are things you see more in Africa because they really don't like get into the healthcare facility on time. You see, these are what I really wanted to know about. That's the kind of doctor I want to be. I think I'm gonna want to do travel medicine one day, so that's why I decided Ghana over any country abroad. And yeah, I actually never considered Ukraine and Poland for my grad med. Actually, it was either Ghana or either Ghana or the US, and I picked Ghana because I mean, see, it's winter in the US and I'm all summery in my hat. You see? All right. Another one says, thanks for your response. Good morning. I saw your video on procedures for admission into the Gemp program. The competition is stiff. I'm Nigerian, by the way. I think I'll give it a shot. I think you should. But I must congratulate you on getting in and having come this far. Oh my God. You were supposed to ask me a question, brother. Well, you just made my heart melt. Okay, I'm going to go on. I'm truly sorry to bother you, but are there any particular materials you refer me to so as to enable me prepare efficiently for the test before time? Okay, again, go on my Facebook page. I've pinned up the material on my Facebook page. Don't forget to like my Facebook page when you're there, and it's right there on my Google Drive, and then it's there for you. I have a question about the Gemp program at the University of Ghana. By the way, this person said good morning first. Okay, do I need a degree in biological sciences like biology, physics, or chemistry? Can't it be a general pre-health degree or an exercise science degree? I'm also interested in getting an MFA, I'm not sure what that is, in dance and choreography while I'm in the Gemp program. To this, I'm going to say, I think I did find out for this person, and what the university had to say, what the secretariat had to say was, send your degree, your courses, and your transcript. Basically, they will evaluate it and they'll know if the points are worth getting into the Gemp program with. And trying to run an MFA in dance and choreography while doing Gemp, I think it's like trying to switch the heavens with the earth. I'm not sure it's going to be possible. Gemp is very intensive. Really intensive, like really intensive. That's why I started my YouTube program towards the end of Gemp, because I just couldn't, because I really wanted to start a YouTube channel, and I just couldn't, so I had to delay it and put it off to, like, you know, the end of Gemp. Yeah, Gemp is really intensive. So hello there, hi, hope you're doing well. Yes baby, I'm well. I saw a Facebook message asking about national services and applicants. Was it necessary for you to have the certificate? I'm currently in Ghana and was wondering whether to pursue national service before application opens up. Like, I think she's Ghanaian. I'm going to say not necessarily. I don't think it's that important, at least for international students. Oh, I'm serious. Actually eating plantain chicken. This is what I used to hold a cup of plantain chicken. Sorry, yeah. For Nigerians, they didn't bother, although I gave them mine, but the other ones who hadn't done, they didn't bother them. I don't think it's that necessary to have done your national service. So, because you end up doing 2 years as a house job, which is national service as well. So I don't think it's that important. But you can go ahead to confirm from the office as a Ghanaian. But for international students, it's not necessary, baby. Not necessary. Okay, I think that's all the questions. Oh my god, we were able to do it in 22 minutes. So thank you guys for the questions. I really love all the questions that came in, and I'm sure it's helped one person or the other. Thanks for engaging with me, and thank you for actually being there the whole year. We've had like 10,000 views on YouTube, and I'm very happy for that. I'm hoping we increase our subscriber count as well. And yeah, thank you guys, thank you so much. Like, you guys have been my friends whenever I felt really down, and I just record videos and I feel better, and I know I'm helping someone with my videos. And all the nice messages that came instead of questions about how they're proud of me and how far I've gotten, I'm so grateful, guys. Thank you so much for those messages and words of encouragement. Thank you so very much. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, give me a big thumbs up, and give me comments. If there's any question that I haven't covered and you want to know more about it, just leave it in the comment section below so other people can you know, benefit from it as well. I'm trying to create kind of like a Facebook community where we can all talk. Even if you're done with the exam, we can just talk and then just share our experiences on Facebook. And I'd love for you to go on my Facebook page and like the university community page I created, and then I encourage you to talk more, okay? I don't want to be the only one talking. You see, I don't want to be just talking, because it's going to look like a manic, you know? But yeah, I just want to say thank you again, and let's get my subscriber count up by subscribing. I think you have to subscribe somewhere here. Subscribe here, give me a big thumbs up, and yeah, thank you very much. Season's greetings, Merry Christmas, and a prosperous and wonderful 2019 to you all. Bye. And yeah, success in your exams. I'm actually looking forward to have you. And if you're an international student, I want to inform you there's something called University of Ghana International Medical Students Association, which your homegirl is the president. So when you get here, we'll be happy to welcome you. Just message me and we'll be happy to welcome you and see if you have any issues, help you with any problems. You see, international students, we like ourselves, we care for ourselves, because we literally are the only ones we have in this country. And if you're a Ghanaian and you want to join our association, well, you're welcome. We can't turn anyone away. We're loving like that, because our motto is out of many one comes out, or something. Out of many one. Yeah. So yeah, that's about it. Thank guys. Bye.